511 Days of Total Darkness, the incredible true story behind the documentary No Place on Earth. Vertical line. The credits. The credits. 511 Days of Total Darkness, the incredible true story behind the documentary No Place on Earth. March 18, 2013 by Dado Derviskovic. In 1993, shortly after the collapse of the Soviet Union, NYPD officer and caving enthusiast Chris Nicola set out to western Ukraine to explore Vertba and the Priest Heroes trademark Grotto Cave, one of the longest cave systems in the world. Inside the cave's Heroes dark, damp, and stifling, wholly inhospitable to human life. Heroes he found the unthinkable: buttons, shoes, the house key, artifacts of human habitation decidedly recent. Upon returning from the caves, his attempts at discovering the origins of these items led him to only the offhand comment from a local villager that, perhaps, Jews headed out there during the Holocaust. The mystery took him on the decade-long quest for the cave's Heroes trademark original inhabitants, and ultimately becomes the premise for director Janet Tobias' Heroes trademark's debut feature-length documentary No Place on Earth. Key found in cave in western Ukraine where a family of Jews lived for 544 days. Photo courtesy Magnolia Pictures. When director Janet Tobias, a veteran of 60 Minutes and ABC News, was first approached with the premise of this true story, Heroes 38 Jews hid out from the Nazis across two caves for a combined 511 days, surviving the darkest period of the Holocaust in what is the longest instance of uninterrupted human cave dwelling on record. Heroes she was understandably hesitant. Despite its sheer emotional resonance, by Heroes there are so many great Holocaust dramas and documentaries that have been done by Heroes, she claimed. By Heroes the bar is really high for adding a story to that canon, and to do one at a higher level would be tough. By Heroes indeed, Holocaust cinema has a rich history, and casts a very long shadow. The classic documentary Night and Fog, directed by Elaine Renee, is a stern and solemn monument in the history of cinema, still shown in schools the world over, and is a cornerstone in our conception of the horrors of the Holocaust. There are very few historical phenomena that stand so firmly as their own film genres, with so many hallowed masterpieces in the area. Heroes, the Heroes Baron, which Tobias speaks of. What stuck with Tobias was not just story of harrowing escape and survival against all odds, but the spirit of pluck and adventure that embodied everyone involved. Nicola Heroes' trademark's exhaustive, 10-year search for the original inhabitants of the cave took him to the Sturmer, Drexler and Dodike families in New York and Montreal, the families who sought refuge in the caves, and who are now 3 generations into their lives in North America, having kept their story largely to themselves. And after meeting